Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler. This time we circle back very briefly to look at a part of something that we haven't had a chance to see before for a product that we have seen before. Fairly early on in this series, we took a look at The Phantom Menace from 2000 on Malaysian VCD. And we saw it as two discs. Disc 1 and then Disc 2. We looked at the disc, we looked at the jewel cases and everything. We've seen this in depth previously. And then quite a while later, we took the time to take a look at this. This is the Hong Kong version of Phantom Menace on VCD. And we looked at the packaging, how it had the Chinese text down here, right? But was all English up on the top part of the back. Then underneath was your Chinese text and so forth. Your company logos and whatnot, the way the spine had the Chinese text as well, and how when you actually opened it up and you got that background from Naboo and you pulled out your jewel cases, they looked similar to the Malaysian ones, but not identical in terms of their design, the insert, and even the way that the labels look on the discs. So we made a good comparison between the Malaysian VCDs and the Hong Kong ones, with one exception. You see, the Malaysian VCDs, when you would buy them, didn't actually have a really cool, hard, opening up package like the Hong Kong one. But they did look very similar to the Hong Kong one on the shelves. It's just that usually the outer packaging got thrown away, and someone would simply keep the jewel cases with the discs inside. I had yet to be able to get my hands on the actual outer packaging for the Malaysian VCDs. Finally, I have, thanks to a seller in the UK, and that's what we want to take a very brief look at this time. If you were looking for the Malaysian version of the VCD for Phantom Menace on store shelves back in 2000, this is what you would have seen. So what you're going to find is that it's not actual packaging. It's a piece of cardboard. And they were just shrink wrapped in here. That's all it is. A flappy piece of cardboard. But it's a packaging variant, so we'll look at it as opposed to the Hong Kong one. Now notice how, as the Hong Kong one had all that Chinese text at the bottom, the Malaysian one does not, right, from Video Van. Just Star Wars Episode 1 with the one behind it, that is, the Phantom Menace, the Maul Eyes, our characters there, full screen, so full screen image there, and then 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment logo at the bottom with every saga has a beginning and the video CD logo, as opposed to not having the logos on the bottom or the tagline on the Hong Kong version. And whereas the Hong Kong version has your text starting up here close to the pod racer, then running on down here in multiple languages with your legalese at the bottom, and comes from a Delta Mac, that particular company, this is what the back of your one from Malaysia would look like. Your taglines are lower, more lined up closer to the picture than to Sebulba's pod racer. All the text is in English here, including all the legalese and everything else. It is from Video Van, not Delta Mac, and you'll tend to have that little sticker on there denoting it as being from Malaysia and the product information, just like on that Malaysian original trilogy set from 2000 as well that we've looked at before. As for the spines also differ because you've got all that Chinese text on the one from Hong Kong that is a much sturdier package. Here you've got 20th Century Fox Entertainment logo. We've got Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, Maul, and then down at the bottom, it's hard to see there, but it's a Lucasfilm logo, the product number, and then VCD down there at the bottom. Now when you open it, it's still that same cool image there of, Feed on Naboo. It's just that, again, it's just a piece of folding cardboard that doesn't grab anything. These days you would need to put tape or rubber bands or something around it to even hold them in the packaging. If I put those in there and try to lift it, they're going to fall out the bottom or fall out the side, right? So most of the time this got thrown away if it wasn't left in the original shrink wrap. But finally, I wanted to be able to show you what this would have looked like, because this is a much more direct comparison packaging-wise to this than just showing you the jewel cases. Now, we made the comparison with jewel cases before, but it wasn't a full comparison without this. So now you've seen it. Now I can put it away, feature it in the Saga on Home Video as a little, sidebar and actually show this time. But I finally managed to track one down and wanted to make sure not to let it slip by us. With that, though, we'll wrap up this very short episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.